Hello, everybody. It's Joe, aka NerdFist, and you know, with the hundreds of movies that are released every year, it's almost impossible to keep track of everything that's worth watching. So, in this series, we're going to be talking about hidden gems, and that's movies that were good but never really seemed to find their audience. I grew up on the kids' adventure movies of the 80s and 90s. Movies like Flight of the Navigator, The Monster Squad, E.T., Stand By Me, and of course, The Goonies. While all those movies are great and have been passed on and are now being enjoyed by the next generation, there seems to be a similar movie that has just been sadly overlooked. That film is Explorers. Released in 1985, Explorers tells the story of a young boy named Ben, played by Ethan Hawke, in his first acting role, who is obsessed with space and science fiction. When he starts having vivid dreams of flying over a circuit board, he seeks help from his two friends, Wolfgang and Darren. Wolfgang, played by the late River Phoenix, is a genius inventor, and Darren is a mechanic who can build almost anything and has a whole junkyard at his disposal. Together, using the information from Ben's dreams, the friends build a spaceship in their backyard and then blast off into space to meet an advanced, yet silly alien race.
Earth! Anybody here from Earth? Earth! See, you got all friends here today.
Each of the friends have their own personalities and unique set of problems they're currently dealing with. Problems like an abusive parent and bullying make the film feel grounded. It helps us identify with each character as individuals and feels just as relevant today as it did when it was released. On its own, the movie would be good, but the score by Jerry Goldsmith catapults it into greatness. The movie, which had a very large budget for the time, features some amazing visual and creature effects which still hold up 30 years later. The film was directed by Joe Dante. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He was the director of Gremlins, Inner Space, and The Burbs, and Explorers possesses a similar sense of whimsy and humor. If you're a fan of movies like The Goonies and E.T., or even Dante's other work, this is definitely a film worth seeking out. It truly is a hidden gem.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, you're beautiful. You're wonderful, you're wonderful. Thank you.